Second video of the day. People like to... Now, I was reading in here. And by the way, yes, I did read... Right now I'm on avoiding one of life's biggest traps. And I was reading how... how Rich Dad was like, people go through life, blaming their boss and all this, right? Only you can change your situation. I'll give you a good example, actually. I like how I was living, right? So reading the Bible. So going to church. Well, I waited for God to say, I'm waiting for you to go to church. Jesus likes parables, by the way. Like speaking in parables. Because the next parable I'll be reading on is the parable of the two sons, and that's in the parable of the tenants, which is tomorrow's reading thing. But yeah, I made a decision to change my life, and I did. If you're angry about how your life is, you can change it. Right? I was sick of, I'm sick of being broke. Like being, broke is temporary, poor is a lifetime. So I get books like this, books like Why I Want You to Be Rich, right? To get my financial education up, my financial IQ up, so I know how money works, and I'm learning how to make money work for me, right? And silver, right? I gotta see how much it is after this, but right. If you are in a situation that you hate at work, blame yourself, because you allow it. You do. I allow myself to be broke. And I got mad. I already had Rich Dad Poor Dad. But I bought the 3-pack. I sat down in the chair that's over there. Computer chair. And went, okay. Right. How the rich make their money work for them? Right? I said the exact words. What I should have said was, what I should have actually said. God, it's like way back here, isn't it? How do I have my money work for me? Right? I sat there saying, hey, how do the rich have the money work for them? As they sleep, their money is growing and growing. Real estate, investing, right? So I thought, investing in what? Gold, silver, stocks, crypto. I didn't say crypto because I really know what crypto was back in the day. Like a year or two ago. So I said, what would be the easiest for me to start out with that I know I have a little bit of money to do? Silver. And I'm glad I did. Because I bought it when it was like 40 something bucks an ounce. And now it's like an average is 70 to 90 an ounce. So I jumped on that early. Point is, you can change your your situation. You think more money at work will help you, but that's the thing. The more money you get, the more taxes the government takes out. Right? Now, and you get in more debt, in bad debt. You have to learn how to use good debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt. I believe it's explained in here or in here. I have to see. Let me see in the index. Rich dad lesson. Why the rich pay less in taxes? Right? And etc. Saving is for losers. Your house is an asset, by the way. Also, one thing that I've learned is if it has one door, live in it. Don't invest in it. I know these things because I pay attention, right? You can read all the books you want. You can read Dr. Seuss all day, every day. Right? Let's say that, right? If you're not getting anything from it, well, actually, like, if someone asks you what's about, and you're like, I forgot after I read it. It's useless. Books without learning from it and doing learn and do. Don't just read. Because there's a difference. Literally is. So, only you can change your situation. No one else. Right? As it says, I believe Proverbs 10 verse 4, a slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Now, slack is also slothful. So, use anger to change your situation in a positive way. I'm saying positive way. You know what? I've always wanted to, get some gold, get some silver. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. I've always wanted to read Rich Dad Poor Dad and do stuff in it and learn from it. I'm gonna do it. Midas touch. And why we want you to be rich? To get my financial IQ up. I'm gonna do it. Let that anger work for you. Let it work in a positive way. Yes, there is positive ways to do this. Learn it. Well, I'm learning anger to learn about crypto, so I'm able to invest in it. Right? I'm learning about, different things. One thing I would do is it's not a mutual fund. It's like the type of one where you lend money to the government or your city to have streets repaired, what have you, and you get a tax-free, 4 to 10% back. That is a tax-free one because it's always been taxed. I read it in a magazine. I cannot remember what magazine it was. Because if I could, I would get another one of the magazine. But yeah, use anger positively to change your life. And one thing is, don't just be complacent. Heck, I told y'all I gave y'all a free game of something that should be common knowledge of a side hustle. Get some crackers, get some water, get some soda, right? The 4-pack of crackers, $1. $1.50 to $2, the 6-pack of crackers, right? Bam. Water, soda. Like, I don't know how much canned soda is now because I don't really buy it. But this something like this is like 2 something. So you'd be able to at least sell this for like $2.50, $3 easily. A bottle of soda. Bottle of water, $1. Right? I'm giving you this free game so y'all use it. You know, yard raking and bagging of leaves. That's an easy one. Yeah, it's hard work, but it's easy. Right? I used to do it. Wasn't hard. You know? A rake ain't that much. Contractor bags ain't that much. Right? So, I'm giving you these ideas to expand. More expanded on the side hustle. You can use a side hustle to change your life. Because if you're like, okay, if you know, hey, this is by the way, don't put the money that you get from your side hustle in a bank. No. God, no. Put that in a safe. Put that somewhere where no one will know where it is. Say you have like a $300 repair on your car. You go, oh, I don't have it right now. Oh, wait, I have a side hustle. And I have that money, blah, in this location. You know. So get it. Let me see what's... Oh, those are thorns. Wow, what the heck? So yeah. Bam, you get that $300. $200-$300 hospital bill. Bam. You have that side hustle, so you have that money. Actually, I'm not gonna... Okay, actually, I can tell you what the other one was about, too. Because I'm only gonna upload this one. It's basically a reiteration of you give ugly, you get ugly in return, and God does not like ugly. This is why when you give ugly, God will give you ugly in return. This is why your health goes down. That's why you have bad luck. This is why bad things happen to you. God says you cannot do what you want to whoever you want and expect to live a good or peaceful life or blessed life. Right? It says it straight up in the Bible, right? Do unto others as you have them do unto you. You think God's like, oh, that's old. No. He gives a crap. He's like, okay. So you say, Janet are doing ugly to, other chick, right? Now goes, okay. You want to do ugly? You're getting ugly in return. I believe in treating others as you'd want to be treated. So if someone treats me like crap, I'm gonna treat them like crap. Because what I'm doing is I'm holding up the mirror, right? When someone tries to reflect or project on me, mirror goes up, right? As I said, that doesn't work on me. Deflecting and projecting, and reflecting, or whatever, like that don't work on me. Gaslighting doesn't work on me. Being a narcissist doesn't work on me at all. Because I don't take it. I'm not a fool. I'm not a patsy. I'm not a simp. I know. Y'all remember, I was married to a Taurus. So I know the bullcrap games. I have female friends. They tell me the female games that females play. Right? So, anyway, that's a life lesson that needed to be reiterated. And letting y'all know, I don't pull punches. I don't hide things. I would straight up say, you are responsible for changing your life. Right? Somewhere I saw a reel somewhere where Andrew Tate was like, I'm always angry. I use anger as motivation. Right? So, yeah. Anyway, it's been Aces King / DA-JYK Official, saying God bless and peace. If God is for us, who be against us. And Colossians 2 verse 8, don't allow yourself to become a spoil of war. God bless.